Welcome back to another episode of Learn to Cook on a Budget with Erin Chase, and we're going to switch gears this month. We're going to be talking about make-ahead freezer meals. We're going to go through dinners, we're going to go through breakfast, lunch, snack ideas as well. But today I want to share with you all about the MyFreezEasy Method and how it can bring a whole lot of freedom, flexibility, and savings into your kitchen and into your life. Around here, I love freezer cooking the most for the grocery savings. I actually started freezer cooking because of grocery savings. I would buy the meat when it was on sale, turn it into a freezer meal. I would get 6, 8 packages of chicken or 4 or 5 beef roasts or pork roasts. If pork chops were on sale, I'd get a couple packages of those and then turn them into freezer meals, put them into the freezer. I'm not putting the package into the freezer. I'm making it a freezer meal first and then putting it into the freezer. And that over time has literally saved our family thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, just that strategy alone. It also has helped keep me out of the drive-thru on many occasions because I know I have something that I can grab and get going on the stove or into the oven to bake for dinner, or I had started it that morning in the slow cooker knowing that I have a busy day ahead. So it's just saved us loads and loads. And by loads and loads, I mean thousands and thousands of dollars on food. It's a really simple strategy, the MyFreezEasy Method. I'm going to break it all down for you right now. You could go on Pinterest and start looking for different parts and pieces and let me try this, let me try that. I've already done all of that for you. We have taken all of the very best, most efficient, fastest to prep, fastest to cook recipes and put them into the MyFreezEasy database with our web app and our website. I'm really picky about the type of recipe that goes in there. We're not going to cook anything in its entirety and let it cool down and freeze it. That takes way too long. I don't want to be in the kitchen for 8 hours on a Saturday. I know you don't want to either. And so that's why we're doing these really fast, really quick recipes that we can prep and then freeze and easily cook for later. So when it comes to choosing recipes, you could start on Pinterest, and maybe that's even how you found us here, which is amazing. Glad you're here. But I want to encourage you to go look and see what we have on the MyFreezEasy website. I want you to try out the plans that we put together for you. Every month we release 12 new plans, so we have kind of a done for you option that are themed if you have dietary restrictions, if you need to eat gluten-free, let's say, or you're new to keto. We have all of that available for you. We also, if you love your Instant Pot, we have lots of Instant Pot recipes. If there's a certain cooking method that you prefer, we have that as well. We also have the categories broken down by meat. So again, if you need chicken if you see chicken on sale, you can get chicken and get those chicken freezer meals put together and into your freezer. We have another option available where we plan with you with our dinner assistant option. It's kind of like a little dinner concierge. You tell us what you like, we tell you what options we have that'll work, we agree on the plan, and then we mail the printed plan and labels to you as part of the dinner assistant concierge option. I cannot mail the food to you. While I would love to be able to do that, it would be prohibitively expensive and probably not all that safe unless we packed it with a ton of ice packs, whatever. We're not going to do that. I'm going to equip you to do this in your kitchen. It's an affordable way to do it. It's also very convenient. The third option is you do it yourself. We have a fantastic app that allows you to go online and pick and choose the recipes that you think you would like based on maybe you see beef roast on sale at your store this week. You need to go into that category, pick a couple of beef roasts, and then you can get all of the recipe shopping lists, step-by-step instructions for putting those meals together in your kitchen for your freezer. All of the MyFreezEasy freezer meal plans include recipes, shopping lists, and step-by-step instructions for ingredient prep and meal prep. And I'm going to break all of that down for you, including showing you what that looks like in your kitchen. But first we have recipes, and each of our recipes double. We find that it to be most efficient if we're making one recipe, make 2. Instead of making 5 individual recipes, let's make 10 of those 5 recipes, and you are saving yourself so much time by doubling up like that. So the recipes are written for a single, but also for how to freeze 2 at a time. Most of our friends will freeze all 10 together, or make and freeze all 10 together at once. There are a handful of people who do the sort of make one, freeze one, where you make one for dinner tonight, freeze one while you have all the ingredients there. The shopping list have all the ingredients you need for those doubled sets of meals. The shopping list, there's 4 options. There's the complete shopping list by store section, the complete shopping list by recipe, the freezer cooking day shopping list by store section, and the freezer cooking day shopping list by recipe. We divide it all out like that because I know there's different ways that you use those lists to organize yourself. I know I use 2 and 3 of those lists every time I do one of these meal preps, and so we want to equip you and make sure you have everything you need when it comes to getting your ingredients organized. And we'll get into this again. It's ingredient prep and meal prep. We break it down like that because it's the most efficient way to do this. You're not going to be in the kitchen for 8 hours. I hope it's not going to take you more than an hour to put together 8 to 10 meals for your freezer. We've chosen the recipes, we've printed our plan. Now it is time to go to the grocery store or put in your online order, whichever one you prefer to do these days, using whichever of the lists makes the most sense for you and your personality and organizational style. Get those ingredients to your house so that you have everything you need for your freezer meal prep. I personally shop one day, cook the next day, depending on my schedule and how everything works out. I have done it before where you go to the store and then come home and prep it all. It feels a little too much. So I like to break it up into 2 parts, but if you have the time and energy and just that's how your week looks, then go to the grocery store or pick up your order and then come and put your meals together in your kitchen. When it comes to prepping ingredients using the MyFreezEasy method, again, I'm all about efficiency and making the most use of our time in the kitchen. All of our recipes, we actually have them ordered. We use like an ABCD system inside of the software that then orders all of this for you so that what you need to do first happens first, what you need to do second happens second. I don't want you to get down into your prep and be like, oh, I need to do that. Now I have to wait for it. And that's not how we roll. Like I literally want this to be as efficient as possible for you. So that's why we order it in that way. So with ingredient prep, we're doing things like opening cans, mixing up sauces. If you need to mix up like a honey mustard, we're gonna add honey and mustard, a little vinegar, a little splash of garlic or maybe minced onion. Like we're gonna mix that up in the ingredient prep. We also are gonna be chopping vegetables. There's a little bit of cooking sometimes for some of the recipes, maybe browning ground beef for that type of a recipe, sloppy joes, spaghetti sauce, taco meat, that you do need to brown the ground beef in advance. Some of our ground beef recipes, we do freeze raw meatballs, meatloaf, things like that. But there might be a little bit of pre-cooking. There is the occasional pasta bake that'll show up on one of our meal plans. And in that case, you will need to cook the pasta before mixing it and assembling it into a tray. We're not gonna fully bake it. We're just gonna cook the pasta, assemble the ingredients, and then freeze it like that. You will then bake it later after it has been frozen. So that's a look at what happens during the ingredient prep phase. Once all the ingredients are prepped, then we're gonna move on to the next part, which is assembling the meals. And that is usually we set up our bag holders. We're gonna add chicken, some sauce. We're gonna add beef roast, some sauce. We're gonna add pork chops, some sauce. Maybe there's a tray that we did the pasta bake. Some of our chicken bakes are also assembled into a tray. So we're gonna do that, again, 2 meals at a time for efficiency's sake. So doing the ingredient prep and then sort of the meal assembly line, if you will, just makes this go really quickly. All you have to do is follow the bullet points on the ingredient prep list and then the bullet points on the meal prep list, and you have your meals all ready to go and put into the freezer. All of our recipes also include thaw and reheat or cook instructions depending on the recipe. They're all a little bit different. I'm not going to get into the nuances of every single one, but typically we are going to thaw and then cook, or thaw and reheat, again depending on the meal, and get it ready for your dinner table. So we're not just all about mushy casseroles around here. We love a good pasta bake, but not a mushy one. I'm going to teach you how to do that in the recipes that we have available. Really, we're doing different types of cooking. We have Instant Pot, slow cooker, Dutch oven, skillet, grilling. We have all these different types of cooking methods, and thawing them is actually a little bit different for each one. We do have a section in our member area that has resources with full videos on how to do all the nuances of each and every single one of those. It's really too much and too long to get into here. Once you get into freezer cooking and learning about all these things, I'm going to teach you all the nitty-gritty. But for now, I just want to give you an overview of how the MyFreezEasy method works, what it looks like in your kitchen, why you should try and incorporate it, if not for the grocery savings, for keeping you out of the drive-through, at least for just knowing that you have backup and just you have something to feed your family. And that's why getting these meals ready and into your freezer can be so crucial in helping make the dinner prep experience in your kitchen go faster and easier for you. I hope you have a vision. You've seen kind of what this looks like and how it could look in your own kitchen. I want you to give MyFreezEasy a try. We have a free trial option. It's a bit of a challenge. I'm going to send you everything you need, including the downloadable PDF and tips and tricks along the way via email. You can sign up for that free trial somewhere below the video. I'm not sure which direction it'll be, but somewhere down there. Check that out. Give this a try. We have some really fantastic recipes in our app. We eat them all the time around here. My family loves them. I love the ease of it all, and that's why we have this available for you, and we want you to give it a try. So go ahead and join the free trial challenge, whatever it is, down below, and get these started in your own kitchen. If you learned something new or want to learn more about cooking or freezer cooking, we have new episodes that come out here on the channel at noon Central Time on Wednesdays. So please subscribe to the channel to get notifications about when the next episodes are released. Also, like this video. What do they say now? Like my kids, smash the like button. Like, do that, but maybe like a more dainty tap. More of a dainty tapper than a smasher. Anyways, like this video. We appreciate that love. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.